All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on first down, Tate. And his first pass is incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Tate. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Come on, set. 8-3. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Ready?
On first down, Bass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now, a very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, set. Switch the elbow. He's coming. Check in. Watch the slant. There you go.
He gives it up, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Shift.
Off the play fake. Tate. Over the middle, complete. That's Balin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Got it. 13. He's coming. Check in. Play. Push him back. 25. Check 25.
Off play action. Tate. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and now it's 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Check 1-3.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
To throw on 2nd down. Pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
Check 99. Check 99. Check.
Back to throw. Tate. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. They go play action here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tate nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
61, matchbox, right.
On 1st and 10, Bass. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Tate got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On third down, Miles. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on second down. Tate. It's caught. Cooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. Looking to throw. Tate. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down.
35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Tate. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Come on, set. 60 out low. It's me up. Check in.
Check pass. Check pass.
What? Go.
Six guy. Check six guy.
Throwing on first down. Tate. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw. Tate. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out, and the Jaguars have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Check 9, check 9. 80 weapon. Spike.
Back to the air on second down. Bass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
From the gun, Bass. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Off the play fake. Tate. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. To throw on 3rd down. Tate. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Freedom. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Operating from the gun. Bass throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Bass. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Bass. The quick slant caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kahale Waring, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Tate. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Tate into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Jacksonville. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Miles. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Operating from the gun. Bass is going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, Bass. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it'll be second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
Operating from the gun. Tate got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Tate. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jordan. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the screen. Go. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, check 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, McKnight. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
60 or. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Delta.
To throw on 2nd down. Bass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Go, go. Now.
Operating from the gun. Bass. He's going to rifle. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Tate. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On the comebacker, complete. That's Bailey. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Tate trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's good.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Tate. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 13, Mike 13.
Looking to throw. Tate. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Keep it up.
fourth down. Tate. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.